So, picture this. From the bustling, neon-soaked streets of Tokyo to the treacherous curves of the Nürburgring, there's this one car that's become the stuff of legends, the Nissan GT-R. It's not just any car, it's a beast that earned the nickname Godzilla for a reason. We're about to dive into the story of how a car from Japan turned into a global icon, known and feared around the world. This is the journey through its origins, evolution, and legacy that continues to inspire car enthusiasts everywhere. The story kicks off in the post-World War II era, when Japan was all about rebuilding itself from the ground up. The Prince Motor Company, a small-time player that later got absorbed into Nissan, played a pivotal role in setting the stage for what would eventually become the GT-R. Prince already had something special with its Skyline, a sedan that was turning heads for its solid engineering. But Shinichiro Sakurai, a genius engineer at Prince, wasn't satisfied. He had this vision, a car that could showcase Japanese engineering at its finest and take on the European sports cars on their own turf. Drawing inspiration from the cutting-edge Formula One tech he'd seen in Europe, Sakurai set out to create a car that would put Japan on the global motorsports map. In 1969, the first Skyline GT-R, affectionately dubbed Hakosuka, hit the streets. The name Hakosuka comes from the Japanese word for box, hako, and skyline, suka, because, well, it had that boxy, no-nonsense look. But don't let its modest exterior fool you. This car was packing heat. Under the hood was a 2-liter Dodge straight-six engine, the S20, which had been adapted from the Prince R380 race car. With 160 horsepower, it wasn't just impressive for its time, it was a game-changer, especially in a lightweight sedan chassis. The Hakosuka GT-R wasn't just built for the road, it was born to race. With a 5-speed manual transmission, rear-wheel drive, and independent suspension all around, it quickly established itself as a force to be reckoned with on the track. It dominated Japanese touring car races, racking up 49 victories in just a few short years. This success wasn't a fluke. It was the result of Sakurai's obsessive pursuit of perfection. He believed that every detail mattered, from the engine's fine-tuning to the suspension geometry. Boy, did it pay off. The Hakosuka wasn't just fast, it was reliable, consistent, and versatile, a true embodiment of Japanese engineering. As the 1970s rolled on, the global auto industry hit some bumps in the road, with the 1973 oil crisis forcing many automakers to rethink their strategies and focus on fuel efficiency. But Nissan? They weren't about to let go of the GT-R's racing heritage. In 1971, the Ken Mary GT-R was born. The name came from a marketing campaign featuring a young couple, Ken and Mary. The Ken Mary was a departure from the Hakosuka, boasting a more aggressive design, with a shorter wheelbase and a wider track. It was built for racing, but the timing couldn't have been worse. The oil crisis hit hard, and Nissan had to pull the plug after just 197 units, making the Ken Mary one of the rarest GT-Rs ever. Even though the Ken Mary's production was cut short, its legacy lived on. Its muscular design and racing pedigree made it a favorite among collectors and enthusiasts. The Ken Mary GT-R's influence can still be seen in the design language of later models, especially in its aggressive stance and unwavering commitment to performance. After a decade-long hiatus, the GT-R nameplate made a comeback in the mid-1980s with the R31 Skyline. While the R31 didn't carry the GT-R badge, it laid the groundwork for what was to come. It introduced the RB series engines, including the RB20 DET, a 2-liter turbocharged inline-six that would eventually evolve into the legendary RB26 DETT, used for the R32 GT-R. Then came 1989. And with it, the debut of the R32 GT-R, a car that was nothing short of revolutionary. Designed to dominate Group A racing, the R32 was equipped with the RB26 DETT engine, a 2.6-liter twin-turbo inline-six engine that officially produced 276 horsepower. But everyone knew it was capable of much more, making it a favorite among tuners and racers alike. The R32 wasn't just powerful, it was packed with cutting-edge tech. The Atesa E-TS all-wheel drive system dynamically distributed power between the front and rear wheels based on traction, giving it exceptional grip and handling. Add to that the super high-cast 4-wheel steering system, and you had a car that could dance around the track like nothing else. The R32 GT-R dominated Group A racing like no other. It won every single race it entered in the Japanese Touring Car Championship from 1989 to 1983, earning the nickname Godzilla from the Australian press, a nod to its monstrous performance and the way it crushed its competition. But the R32's impact wasn't limited to Japan and Australia. It also made waves in Europe, setting records on the Nürburgring and proving that Japanese engineering could hold its own, and then some. against the best Europe had to offer. The R32's success marked a turning point for Nissan, solidifying the GT-R's status as a world-class performance car. As the R32 GT-R kept on crushing the competition, its reputation only grew. In Australia, the car's success in the Australian Touring Car Championship was so overwhelming that it led to changes in the championship's regulations. The R32 was so dominant that it forced other competitors to rethink their strategies. Eventually, the car was banned from further competition because it was just too good. But the R32's influence wasn't limited to Australia. It made a name for itself in European motorsports too. The GT-R set new benchmarks at the Nürburgring, solidifying its place as one of the fastest production cars on the planet. Its combination of power, handling, and reliability made it a favorite among racing teams and privateers alike. The cultural impact of the GT-R was huge. In North America, the GT-R became a legend, thanks to, in no small part, its appearance in popular media. The Fast and Furious franchise, which debuted in 2001, featured the GT-R prominently, introducing the car to a whole new generation of enthusiasts who were captivated by its blend of performance and technology. Likewise, the Gran Turismo video game series let players drive virtual versions of the GT-R, cementing the car's status as a must-have for any serious car fan. But the GT-R's influence wasn't just about entertainment. The car became a symbol of Japanese automotive excellence, challenging the dominance of European and American manufacturers in the performance car world. The R32, R33, and R34 models, in particular, became highly sought after by collectors and tuners, each offering its own unique blend of technology and performance. When the R33 GT-R rolled out in 1995, it built on the success of the R32, took things up a notch. It featured significant improvements in handling and aerodynamics, becoming the first production car to lap the Nürburgring in under 8 minutes, a feat that showcased Nissan's commitment to pushing the boundaries of performance. The R33 also brought us some special editions, like the V-Spec and V-Spec 2, which featured upgraded suspension systems and other performance tweaks. These models were aimed at the hardcore enthusiasts, who demanded nothing but the best when it came to handling and driving dynamics. By the time the R34 GT-R hit the scene in 1999, the GT-R was already a legend. The R34 took everything that was great about the R32 and R33 and refined it even further. It came with a more rigid chassis, better aerodynamics, and an upgraded RB26 DETT engine with enhanced turbochargers and intercooling systems. The R34 also introduced a new 6-speed Getrag transmission, offering faster, smoother gear changes that let the drivers fully unleash the car's potential. One of the coolest features of the R34 was the multi-function display on the dashboard. This display gave real-time data on all sorts of performance metrics: turbo boost pressure, oil temperature, and lap times. The MFD was a game changer, offering drivers unprecedented insight into the car's behavior and allowing for more precise driving. The R34's performance on the track was just as impressive. Special editions like the V-Spec, V-Spec 2, and the Nismo Z-Tune pushed the limits of what the GT-R could do, each offering even higher levels of performance and exclusivity. The Nismo Z-Tune in particular was a rare gem, featuring a 500 horsepower version of the RB26 DETT engine and a host of other upgrades that made it one of the most capable GT-Rs ever built. As the 2000s rolled in, Nissan knew the GT-R had to evolve and stay relevant. In 2007, they unveiled the R35 GT-R, a car that marked a significant departure from its predecessors. The R35 wasn't just a souped-up skyline anymore, it was a purpose-built supercar designed to take on the best the world had to offer. The R35 packed the VR38 DETT, a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 engine that cranks out 480 horsepower at launch. Over the years, newer models have pushed that number even higher, with some versions producing over 600 horsepower. The R35 also came with a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, a dual-clutch transmission, bunch of electric aids that made it one of the most accessible high-performance cars ever made. But despite all its technological wizardry, the R35 stayed true to the GT-R spirit. It combined raw power with precision engineering to deliver a driving experience like no other. The R35 quickly earned a reputation as a giant killer, capable of taking on much more expensive supercars on both the track and the street. The R35 didn't just succeed on the track, though. It became a cultural phenomenon, with enthusiasts around the world praising its blend of power, technology, and accessibility. The R35's popularity got a boost from its appearance in movies, video games, and social media, where it became a symbol of what a modern supercar should be. The Nissan GT-R isn't just a car. It's a symbol of Japanese ingenuity and a testament to the power of engineering. From its humble beginnings as a sedan with racing DNA to its evolution into one of the most feared and respected supercars in the world, the GT-R has shown time and time again that it's truly unstoppable. Looking ahead, the GT-R's legacy continues to grow. With each new generation, Nissan has pushed the boundaries of what's possible, constantly redefining what a performance car can be, whether it's tearing up the track, dominating the streets, or making waves in popular culture. The GT-R remains a legend that continues to inspire car enthusiasts and engineers alike. If you like this deep dive into the history of the GT-R, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. What's your favorite GT-R moment? Drop a comment below and let us know. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you again in the next video.